Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Today our subject is school, community and teacher. Its code is 272 and it is lecture number 16. The topic of today's lecture is recreational institutions. The outlines of lectures are: first of all, we shall see some introduction. Then we shall study functions of recreational institutions, and then importance of recreation. First of all, recreation, what does it mean? Recreation refers to all those activities that people choose to do to refresh their bodies and minds and make their leisure time more interesting and enjoyable. Examples of recreation activities are walking, swimming, meditation, reading, playing games and dancing. So, recreation is an activity of leisure. Leisure being discretionary time. The need to do something for recreation is an essential element of human biology and psychology. Recreational activities are often done for enjoyment, amusement or pleasure and are considered to be fun. So, recreation consists of activities or experiences carried on within leisure, usually chosen voluntarily by the participants, either because of satisfaction, pleasure or creative enrichment derived, or because he perceives certain personal and social values to be gained from them. So, it may also be perceived as a process of participation or as the emotional state derived from involvement. So, students especially in higher education now spend most of their time with college friends and outside of home for various purposes and work. Hence, in current scenario, the best place to include recreational activities in one's life is one's place of education rather than at home. So, this not only provides a chance to include recreation in one's life, but also helps students to socialize and become less dependent on one's parents. So, recreation refers to the different activities in which people participate when they are not working. So, recreation is difficult to separate from the general concept of play, which is usually the terms for children recreational activity. Children may playful imitate activities and reflect the realities of adult life. So, it has been proposed that play or recreational activities are outlets for expression of excess energy, challenging it into socially acceptable activities that fulfill individuals as well as societal needs. So, without needs for compulsion and providing satisfaction and pleasure for participants. So, a traditional view holds that work is supported by recreation, recreation being useful to recharge the battery so that work performance is improved. So, work and activity generally performed out of economic necessity and useful for society and organized within the economic framework. However, can also be pleasurable and may be self-imposed, thus blurring the distinction to recreation. So, many activities in the entertainment or work for one person and recreations for another. So, over time recreational activity may become work and vice versa. So, thus for the musician playing an instrument may be at one time a profession and the other recreation. So, recreation engaged in out of doors, most commonly in natural settings. The activities themselves such as fishing, hunting, backpacking and horseback riding. So, characteristically dependent on the environment practiced in, and while many of these activities can be classified as sports, they do not all demand that a participant be the athlete. So, competition generally is less stressed than in individual or team sports organized into opposing squad and pursuit or trophy or championship. So, when the activity involves exceptional excitement, physical change or risk, so it is sometimes refer to the adventure recreation or adventure training rather than the extreme sport. What does it mean that recreational institutions? Many recreational activities are organized typically by public institutions, voluntary group work agencies, private groups supported by membership fees, and commercial enterprises. So, examples of each of these are National Park Service and public space such as parks and beaches are essentially venues for many recreational activities, and tourism has recognized that many visitors are especially attracted by recreational offerings. So, in particular, beach and waterfront promenades such as beach area of Venice Beach in California, the Promenada de la Creuset in Cannes. So, these are some the recreational institutions are there. So, in sport of recreational activities, government has taken an important role in their creation, maintenance, and organizations and whole industries have developed merchandise or services. So, recreational institutions fill the needs of normal and physical challenged people in the society. Recreation basically is an activity of leisure. Leisure being discretionary time, the need to do something for recreation. This is an essential element of human biology and psychology that we have studied earlier. Now, there are some functions of recreational institutions. What are the functions? Like culture and arts, recreation, leisure and sport activities play an important role in communities. Their many benefits include improving the health and well-being of individuals, contributing to the empowerment of individuals, and promoting the development of inclusive communities. So, there are different types of recreations, like physical activities are there, in which sports, games, fitness, etc. comes. Then social activities are there, in which parties, banquets, picnics, etc. comes. Then camping and outdoor activities like day camps, resident camps, backpacking, float trips, etc. So, other activities are arts and craft activities like painting, scrapbooking, ceramics, woodworking, etc. So, other more groups oriented examples of recreation activities include sports of all kinds like soccer, hockey, basketball, baseball, or if those are too physical for you, try swimming or golf. So, partying is a recreational activity, and one which usually makes us happy and gives us a sense of social connection. So, happiness basically was recognized by our forefathers as a fundamental and worthy objectives for every individual. In fact, life would be a complete and drab without recreation. The great leader of recreation, Dr. Austin Fogg Riggs, has rightly expressed that the function of play is to balance life in relation to work, to afford or refreshing contrast to responsibility and routine, to keep alive the spirit of adventure and that sense of proportion which prevents taking oneself and one's job too seriously, and thus to prevent the death of youth and not infrequently the premature death of man himself. So, among the needs of for real living, so there should be a beauty, knowledge and ideas, books, pictures and music, songs, toys and games, travels, adventures and romance, friends, championships and the exchange of minds. So, recreation holds its place of importance in modern life because it has afforded and continues to afford opportunities for the attainment of these basic human needs which provide happiness. Then it is being used to build physiques, It is also used to provide relaxation, and it provides to happiness. And we can explain that among all these peoples and in all stages of history, man has found outlets for self-expression and personal development in forms of recreation which have a striking similarity. Recreation is a common heritage of all people, although its expressions takes varied forms. In all lands, play is the chief occupation of a young child during his active hours. Uh, Through play, the child attains growth and experience. It is a nature way of affording outlets to the great biological urge for activity and the means of acquiring skills needed in later life. So, as he grows older, other forms of activity make increasing demands on his time, energy, and attentions. So, in adult life, the duties and responsibilities of earning a living, earning for family, and maintaining place, human society tends to relegate recreations to a place of minor significance on the margin of life. So, yet the urge for recreation is so fundamental and universal that it cannot be. It is basically used to provide love, then personality. It grooms personality of the individuals. Then it also decreases conflicts, and the crime rate becomes very low. Then there are some importance of recreational institutions. Taking part in recreational activities, we know that especially outdoors can greatly improve physical health. People who takes part in park activities such as walking, hiking, skiing, schedule fewer office visits, maintains lower body fat percentages, and have lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Participating in leisure and recreational activities can help you better manage stress and reduce depression. Leisure provides you the chance to find balance in your life. It also puts you in control of how you are spending your time, and which is an important consideration because you may feel overwhelmed by obligation. So, before analyzing the effect of recreation in education curriculum, it is important to know the impacts and necessity of recreation in one's life as a whole. So, due to the intricacies in present day society and the way of living, students nowadays are weaker than their older generations, both physically and emotionally. So, this gets reflected in their physical, emotional, and mental health as well as their behavior and development. So, which all the more calls for bestowing on recreation the importance that it deserves. So, various studies have shown the importance of recreation on one's life, specifically in three aspects: physical health, mental health, and improving quality of life. If we talk about physical health, then recreational activities, especially outdoor, once improve one's health, like maintaining lower body fats percentage, lower blood and cholesterol levels, increasing muscular strength, flexibility, muscular endurance, body compositions, and cardiovascular endurance. Overall, it increases one's stamina and energy level, resulting in more focus for academic activities, beside also having an impact on one's class attendance and attentions, thus leading to more learning. And as we all know, health is wealth. The other aspect is mental health. Mental health is essential for overall physical health. Recreational activities help manage stress. It provides a chance to nurture oneself and provides a sense of balance and self-esteem, which can directly reduce anxiety and depression. So, there is also an increased motivation to learn, as it can serve as a laboratory for application of contents. Sorry. I was talking about that there is also an increased motivation to learn, as it can serve as a laboratory for application of contents learned in classroom teaching. So it provides a channel for releasing tension and anxiety, thus facilitating emotional stability and resilience. Such activities help students to become more self-reliant, empathic and self-disciplined. Now we shall revise the main points what we have discussed. So first of all, we have discussed recreation. We have studied that recreation is an activity of leisure being discretionary time. The need to do something for recreation is an essential element of human biology and psychology. So recreation consists of activities or experiences carried on within leisure, usually chosen voluntarily by the participants, either because of satisfaction, pleasure or creative enrichment derived, or because he perceives certain personal or social values to be gained from them. Then we have discussed that work, an activity generally performed out of economic necessity and useful for society and organized within the economic framework, however, can also be pleasurable and may be self-imposed, thus blurring the distinction of recreation. Many activities in entertainment are work for one person and recreation for another. Over time, a recreational activity may become work and vice versa. Thus, for the musician, playing an instrument may be at one time a profession and at another time that may be a recreation for himself. We have discussed some other traditional examples of outdoor recreational activities like hiking, camping, mountaineering, cycling, canoeing, caving and kayaking, and rafting, rock climbing, running, sailing, skiing, skydiving and surfing. So this was all about recreation. Then we have discussed recreational institutions. In support of recreational activities, government has taken an important role in the creation and their maintenance and organization, and whole industries have developed merchandise or services. So that's why this is being called an activity of leisure being discretionary time. The need to do sometimes for recreation is an essential element of human psychology. Then we have discussed some functions of recreational institutions. So we have discussed 4 main functions like physical, social activities, camping and outdoor activities, and art and craft activities. So among all the people and in all stages of history, man has found outlets for self-expression and personal development in the forms of recreation, which have a striking similarity. Recreation is a common heritage of all people, although its expression takes varied forms. In all lands, play is the chief occupation of young child during his active hours. Through play, the child attains growth and experience. It is a natural way of affording outlets to the great biological urge for activity and the means of acquiring skills needed in later life. Then we have discussed importance of recreational institutions. So what is importance? Before analyzing the effect of recreation in education curriculum, it is important to know the impacts and necessity of recreations in one's life as a whole. So due to the different activities like in present day society and the way of living, students nowadays are weaker than their older generations, both that may be physically or emotionally. So this gets reflected in their physical, emotional and mental health as well as their behavior and development. which all the more calls for bestowing on recreation the importance that it deserves. So, various studies have shown the importance of recreational on one's life, specifically in different aspects. One of that aspects was improved quality of life, means people who make recreation a priority are more likely to feel satisfied with their lives overall. So, according to an American Recreational Coalition study that was done in 2000, that recreational activities help create a balance between academic pressures and physical and mental well-beings. This effect of recreational are multifold. It enriches self-expression, self-fulfillment, ability, interpersonal skills, techniques and methods of using leisure, physical strength, creative expression and aesthetic sense. So, such attributes have a favorable effect on human beings who have limits in everyday life. So, coming to the point of including recreational activities in educational curriculum, it can be said that the present generation spends less of their time in natural surroundings, leading to a weakening of the senses, both physiologically and psychologically. So, students are more enthusiastic to learn in outdoor learning activities as compared to the traditional indoor activities and so on. So, it helps in building communication skills and team building as a students have to work in groups to solve problems. All about this lecture. Enjoy your day and don't forget why recreation is important. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.